What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm trying something a little different this time around. I am doing a special show and tell series where this will be the angle I'll be doing, and I'll be showing off stuff from my collection. And for today's episode, the first one of this short series, I'm going to be showing off the more pricier games that I have in my collection. I don't think I have the craziest, insane, valuable collection out there. So enjoy this video and enjoy the collection. Now, if you're somebody who's subscribed to this channel, stay tuned for the end of this video where I will be explaining kind of the state of the channel going forward, at least for the next month and a half or so. So if you're interested in the update that I will have to share about that, stay tuned for the end of the video. So be sure to like and subscribe and just hang on till the end to get more info on that. All right, let's get started. All right, so I first want to kick off with a couple of loose games that I have. These I would consider the more pricier loose games that I have in my collection. It's only 4. But I want to specifically talk about these 2 right now. I will post the starting prices somewhere on the corner of the screen, but I want to first talk Pokemon Emerald. This is a very interesting game because I got this through GameStop when I first started collecting. This was actually one of the first games I got when I started collecting games. Emerald was one that I got on a GameStop sale, a buy 2 get 1 free on on retro games that they had. It was like a special weekend promotion sale that they were having, and I got this game, Pokemon Emerald, Final Fantasy VI for the Game Boy Advance, and I also got Super Mario World Advance. That one's a pretty affordable game. It was a buy 2 get 1 free. I paid for Mario Advance, and I believe it was Pokemon Emerald, and I got Final Fantasy for free. These 2 games right now are actually very pricey. I don't know how to feel about it. Pokemon Emerald is very expensive right now on eBay, and even in price charting, it has the price very, very high for, I would consider, a loose copy, a Game Boy Advance game. I'm actually very surprised, and I've gone through eBay and looked at some of the sold listings, and some of the stuff is going for over $200. So I am a little bit scared by that because of how much I use this cartridge. I would hate to lose the value of it, but I do enjoy playing this game a lot, as I'm still working to complete the decks for this game. As far as Fire Emblem 6, this one's also, I think, in the 90-ish, 100-ish dollar mark, which again, for what I got these 2 games for, I got them insanely cheap. They're both authentic. I have opened them up, and the boards are authentic, everything's legit. So I really got lucky with this, with these 2 games. So these are, I honestly would think, the best deal I've gotten. Very, very cheap, and for what they sell now is insane. I briefly want to cover Pokemon Crystal and Mario RPG, but we'll get to that in a bit. Crystal, I got this one with a non-functioning battery. I have a friend, shout out Zach, if you're watching this video. He knows how to replace batteries and do a couple of repairs on consoles and games, and I was able to get a new battery put in because he knows how to solder. I also got this for a cheaper price because, as you can see here, it has a permanent marker here in the back. But even so, I paid around maybe $50, $60 for this a couple years ago, thinking I was high, but now it's kind of getting closer to the $100 range. Pokemon Crystal is one that I'm actually very, I would say, intrigued as to why it is selling for the way that it is. Just because Gen 2 games are locked to Gen 2, like I can't get Pokemon from Crystal and send them over to Emerald. That's just not possible, unless you know how to do certain emulation things and you know how to do that kind of stuff. But like if you're trying to do it legit, it doesn't work. So, but it is a great game, man. And on the Analog Pocket, chef's kiss. And I also just want to show off here Mario RPG. I got this one at a game store in Homestead, Miami. It's called Play It Again Retro Games, if you guys want to check it out. If you guys live in the South Florida area. Great store. The guy sold it to me for a pretty decent price, but it is a pricey game, even for today, as a loose copy. You know, this is around 90-ish dollars for loose, which is crazy. And it is a great game, and it is surprising that this game isn't available on other consoles or Nintendo Switch Online. But yeah, these are some of the loose games that I have. I would say these are the more expensive ones that I own, and a lot of these I was able to get for pretty cheap compared to what they sell for now. Alright, so now I want to show off one of my personal favorites. This is Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, complete for the Super Nintendo. I have this thing in an acrylic case. It is not sealed, but I just don't want the box to be damaged. But just for this video, I will open it up for you guys. and we shall just take a little look at this. So this is kind of how the box looks. Have a little crease there. You know, it's not in the best condition, but what I do like a lot about it is the stuff that it comes inside. I have this nifty little pen, and that's kind of how I open these cases. I slide them in there. I'll prop one open on one side, and I get it on the other, and prop it open, so you avoid creases. And then there you go. I have the cartridge out already just because I don't want to be constantly taking the cartridge in and out of the box. This is only maybe the third time I ever opened this box. As you can see, it still has the wrapper here, the original cartridge. You also have these Zelda Link to the Past, these top secrets, quote unquote, messages from Saharakia, which is, I think, the mage in that game, and he gives you some game tips if you open up this pamphlet. Kind of tells you where certain items are located so you can get a good jump start into the world. You also have this cool promo here. I brought Light to the Dark World, get secrets, whatever, you know, little promo stuff. And actually, originally, the guy had, you know, he had some info here. He just never sent it out. You also have information booklet, game manual, and last thing, this is a poster, Super Nintendo Entertainment poster. Let's see if I could open this thing. Get into the power, Nintendo Power. And this is a pretty big poster, and you can get a good look at this thing. It's very nice. Very, very vibrant. The poster's in great condition, man. Like, there's no fading on the colors, there's no scratches or chips. It is very, very nice. Yeah, this is one of my more favorite items in my collection. It did cost me a bit when I got it, and it has gotten a bit more expensive, so I am happy to have this awesome game in the collection. The worst part's putting everything back and making sure you don't damage anything on the way back in. I always get stressed when I'm opening these kind of boxes. I've only opened this 3 times. Once, I opened it when I bought it at the store that I bought it at. See, right now it's getting a little locked. I'm out. There we go. So I opened it once when I bought it at the store because the owner, you know, I asked to look at it just to make sure everything was there, and thankfully everything was. I opened it a second time when I went to take some photos of what was inside, just so I could have it in my camera roll and for this video. So I've only opened this box 3 times. I don't plan on opening this again for a while. Yeah, love this box. All right, the next 2 I want to show off here, Pokemon Leaf Green, Pokemon Fire Red Complete. Again, these are also loose. I just want to protect the boxes, and let's just show them off real quick. I love the Gen 1 remakes on Game Boy Advance. They are my favorite for many reasons. One of them is the glossy color on the cover art. It's very nice. You get that cool art style. You see how the boxes are a little damaged. I really don't care. I just wanted them in my collection. A couple of creases there, but even so, these do come with the game and the pamphlets. I'll open them in a little bit. Pokemon Red is in a little bit better condition here. You can see it doesn't have any major creases compared to Leaf. And again, I love that glossy look. There we go. All right, let's open up Fire Red. Now, the reason why I didn't get the original, the one with the wireless, a couple of reasons. First one, really, really expensive. That is kind of one of the main reasons why, but also because there is a local store here called Way Back When. Shout out Joey, cool owner. He was selling a couple of wireless adapters there, and he sold them for a really good price. So I already had them on me. I didn't feel like I needed to own 2 more, you know, and I was just like, it's fine. I don't mind the player's choice. So if we open this up right now, we can see kind of the stuff that comes here. There's a lot of things. So let's just start off with the manual first here. You get this very cool manual. You get cool little information about the characters and the Pokemon, your rival, you know, certain infos, little tips on the game. You have your standard precaution, health booklet. You have these really cool cards, man. This is why I love collecting Complete, man. You get all these cool little knickknacks from the past, little promo cards here, sign up for Nintendo Power, I guess. Yeah, and you know, PO boxes and all that stuff in French for some reason. You have a little pin number there. Really cool stuff. You get a promo for the Game Boy Player, which I love. I personally have it. And you have promos there for the SP, which I also have. You get that cool. You get some Metroid Fusion art there. Really cool stuff. And you also have promos for the Nintendo DS Lite, Coral Pink and Onyx Black. And you get some DS promos on the Game Boy Advance game. There you go. Because obviously the Lite could play both. So that's also a pretty cool thing as well. And you also get a poster. Let's see if I can unfold this. And it's in very good condition as well. There we go. It's like a mini poster. I don't want to damage this. Hold on. There we go. Just to kind of give you a tease there. You get Game Boy Advance video, Coliseum promo, Pokemon Leaf Green promo. You get Pokemon Advance Challenge. Interesting. Trading card game promos. Look at those booster packs from the time. Wonder how much they'll sell for now. Probably a lot. Let's check out the back. It's the same thing, just in a different language. I think it's French. I personally have nothing against the player's choice. I think it's cool. And again, I didn't need extra wireless, and I just didn't feel like paying. They're almost double the price of what these go for. These are still kind of pricey, but to pay even more for that, I just didn't feel like I wanted to do that. I didn't feel like I needed to. And honestly, I just wanted to have something physical here to really kind of celebrate my favorite, one of my favorite Pokemon games, which is the Gen 1 remakes on the Game Boy Advance. These are stellar. There we go. Alright, the next ones I want to show off are the other two complete Pokemon games. I have Soul Silver and Heart Gold. I don't have an acrylic case for Heart Gold yet. Now there's a reason why I have Leaf Green, Fire Red complete, and these two complete. It's because these two are my favorite Pokemon games, period. The Gen 4 remakes are my favorite, hands down. These are my favorite Pokemon games. These are the first Pokemon games I actually got into. I am a 90s kid. I was born in 91, but I didn't get into Pokemon until much later in life because I didn't grow up with the Game Boy. I only was able to play them with friends. Sorry, let me just get this closer to the camera while I ramble. This is a beautiful gold coating. I just love these. They come with the Pokewalker. You can see the back side here. Very, very nice. See that front slit? Very cool. And you get the bottom, just information, right? Let's take Soul Silver out and look at that as well. But yeah, like I was saying, guys, I didn't get into to Pokemon until later on. It was really with this. A lot of my friends, shout out to Luis, Willie, Alex, the boys, they were really into Pokemon, and they're a big reason as to why I got into it in the first place, because they had the DS and they were playing the heck out of these games. All right, let's open it up. Let's open up Heart Gold, just because. All right, so as you can see here, when we open, there's the game. If you're somebody who's never seen these complete, I know a lot of people just post pictures of them, never really open them. It's a cool way to just kind of look at them, admire them, know what's inside. You have your DS. I don't have the game here. I have it on my 3DS. As for what comes here is you get an extra pocket slit for the Pokewalker. You also get these important notices: do not immerse Pokewalker accessory in liquid. So it's like, don't put these in your washing machine, please. I think Game Freak knew what they were talking about. Kids, obviously you put the Pokewalker in your pants, your mom washes your clothes, she doesn't know you have it, goodbye Pokewalker. And this is just kind of a manual, just kind of how it works, how to connect it to the DS, stuff like that. And you get little diagrams as to how it works. Now as for the game, here, let's open up the game. We got it right here. You get your little manual, looks nice. And you get all your little pictures. So we start from the beginning. You get your adventure begins. You get to meet your characters who you can play with. And then it just kind of gives you a lot of information. Not the most exciting manual, but it's cool that it's there. And then you get some Pokemon Rumble promos. How about this? WiiWare. Pokemon Rumble. Is this openable? Nope, it is not. And you also get some promo cards, some card promos there. I don't collect a lot of cards. I do have a decent collection, but nothing crazy. Join the club, Club Nintendo. There you go. You get a little pin code, register now. There you go. And then you have some P.O. Box stuff here. If I could pull it out. Nintendo DS Wi-Fi connections. Your standard booklet for the DS games. And then you have this booklet as well, which is a health and safety precautions booklet. Now, with Soul Silver, man, I played so much Soul Silver. I actually traded it away a couple of years ago, and I ended up rebuying it because I wanted to. When I started collecting again, I was like, I first started off by rebuying a lot of the games that I really loved growing up. Soul Silver was one of them, and Heart Gold. And I decided to say, you know what? If I'm gonna buy them back, let's do it right. Let's buy it with the walker. Let's go crazy. Let's have some fun. And I am glad that I did, man. I'm happy to own both. And I am a very happy and obviously fortunate person to just kind of be able to own this stuff. I know this stuff isn't the cheapest things, but it's just a lot of fun being able to love a game, enjoy it, and then just kind of be able to, in many ways, preserve it in a collection for a long, long time. Again, the stress of putting these things back, it's not fun. The worst part of doing these videos is putting this stuff back. There we go. Alright guys, so I had to stop for a little bit just because my camera was dying, so we're back. A little darker, but we good. So let's show off here Marvel vs. Capcom. This is another one of the more pricier games I own. This one, I love this game. It's a love-hate relationship, really. This game is hard. Learning how to play it, mastering it, also playing against the computer is hard. But my God, this is a great fighter. I love this game. This is an awesome game that I have for the Dreamcast. I got this when I was in Texas last year. I had some money saved up, and I really wanted to get this game, and I wanted to treat myself. So I decided to take the dive and get Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And you hit the side sleeves here. Great game for the Dreamcast. Let's open it up. As you can see here, you get that disc, beautiful blue, and then you have a really cool looking manual here. I really got into fighters last year. It really started off by playing the King of Fighter games on the Switch. There's a lot of King of Fighter games on the Switch, old school ones, and I really fell in love with fighting games, and I've been falling into this fighting game rabbit hole, and it led me to Marvel vs. Capcom. The manuals, awesome. Some really good stuff here. You have some VMU there. You get a really some cool character portraits. You get your move system, and it even has the arcade stick. I do have the Dreamcast arcade stick with this. It is a lot of fun. Here's some Wolverine action. Gives you some options on how to play the game, but you also get these really cool character customizations here. And you get like a little P.O. box thing here. Look at Ryu, looking great. Captain America. Oh, and you have a little, here towards the back, you have like kind of their move sets and what they can do. So yeah, this is a great game. I really am happy that I have this game in the collection. I am very careful with these games. These jewel cases are very delicate. They break easily, so if you want to collect Dreamcast and PlayStation 1, be mindful that you have to keep them somewhere safe. There's your Marvel vs. Cap. Let's go. So I want to show off a little bit some stuff here. This is Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Now, I know these games aren't rare, first and foremost, and also they are not that expensive. Actually, I would say they are. I think any game that is over $100 is expensive, and both these games are kind of up there right now. Twilight Princess, I've had this game for a while. My cousin Jeff, shout out Jeff, he actually gave me his disc, which I have. This is your disc, Jeff, that you left. He came over and he gave me a lot of his GameCube games. And I forgot, the story with this box is very interesting. I was at GameStop one day. I'll tell the story while we open up the manual here. I was at GameStop one day with my brother. We were at GameStop, and this lady walks in with a box of Nintendo GameCube stuff. This lady, she was old, not old. She was like around my age, and this was a couple years back. So she was like, I'm 31, and at the time maybe I was like 28, maybe she was around the same age. She had a GameCube with a bunch of games, and Twilight Princess was in this box. And she was at GameStop trying to sell off her collection because she works on the road, and she was finally gonna get a Switch, and she was using the GameCube all that time. Look at the beautiful work here, prologue. You get to look at Link. You get to look at the other great characters in this game. This is a great game. Get your GameCube button layout. It's good stuff. So yeah, so this lady's trying to sell. It was like 12 GameCube games that she was trying to sell to GameStop, and they wouldn't take them. They wouldn't take them because of GameStop's policy of buying certain retro games. You get little Link's moveset here. There we go. So I went up to her and I was like, you know what, I'll buy this stuff off you. And I bought it off her for a really good price. I already had a copy. Again, this is just my cousin's disc. I decided to sell the disc that was here. I sold that on eBay loose. And I kept the disc and I kept her box. So I have both manuals. And you have this really cool Nintendo Power subscription pamphlet here. Have it right there, little link. This is Zelda for the Wii U. Unfortunately, the Wii U stuff did not have a lot of goodies, as you can see here. I currently have the disc on my Wii U. So, but yeah, this is just kind of just an average pamphlet. Most Wii U games had this at the time. Just kind of standard, nothing special. I got this one for around $40 because I started collecting for the Wii U around 2020 because around that time a lot of games were going up in price, mainly Super Nintendo, GameCube, Game Boy Advance, all that stuff, and the Wii U not many people were looking at. So I decided to buy a Wii U and start collecting for the Wii U around 2020, and a lot of these games were very affordable during that time, and this one I was able to get for around $40, and now it's over $100. So I am happy that I was able to get some of these cool Wii U games before the price bump that is happening right now. All right, let's stick with the Wii. Game & Wario. This is such an interesting game. First and foremost, this is a great game. This is just a fun game to play. It looks beautiful on the TV. If you're a fan of the WarioWare games, which I am, I'm a big fan of WarioWare. This is just a great game. And there's such an interesting thing here. I have the disc here and you have the manuals. I got this also at the local store that I go to way back when. Shout out Joey. He had this in that collection and I got it. Man, I got this for around $40 to $50. I remember buying this and I was like, man, whatever. And I checked price charting at the time and it was more or less around that price. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna go for it. You have this cool little promos here, Sing Party, don't know what that is. You have some Nintendo Land promo here, which is cool. Video entertainment system. Look at those old school logos for Hulu, Netflix, Amazon, and YouTube. You get some Nintendo eShop there. Cool. And here's your backside, Super Mario Bros. U. There we go. And then you also have your standard Wii U pamphlet here, information booklet. So yeah, I got this for around $40 to $50. I was like, all right, whatever. And then this game shot up in price. It is pricey now. At one point, let me show off the Nintendo Club pamphlet here. At one point, it got up to 200 plus. It's dropped in price a little bit, but it's still over $100, over around the 140, 150 mark, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I was actually very shocked that I got this for the price that I got it for. And it wasn't that long before after I got it. Like, I bought the game and then maybe like 6 months had passed. And I was watching a video from Mr. Rightway, great YouTuber, highly recommend it. He's a great guy in terms of his content. Don't know him personally, but his content's pretty fun. And he mentioned this game and how it was going up in price. And I was absolutely baffled at the fact that I was able to get this at the price that I got it for when I did. So this is a great game. Love this game a lot. All right, I want to show off a Wii game here. This is an interesting one. Silent Hill Shattered Memories. I found this at a GameStop. I got it for 20 bucks at GameStop. Let's open it up. So Silent Hill games are expensive in general. I didn't know the Wii had a Silent Hill game. But whatever. I went into GameStop. It caught my attention because it was Silent Hill. And so I looked it up and I noticed that it was triple the price online. So I decided to buy it. So I got it for $20. And this is one of the more, as far as Wii games go, this is one of the more expensive games on the Wii U. Up there with the Metroid Prime Trilogy and others as well. This is not the flashiest in terms of content in here. It's just a very standard pamphlet. There's no illustrations, just words. And I haven't played this game at all. I just have it in the collection. I'm not sure how good it plays on the Wii, but I did look up some posts. Apparently it runs pretty good. It's a pretty good version of the game, but I have not played this one yet. So, but just showing it off because I got it at a really good price, and it's really pricey. You still have like the faded GameStop sticker there. I am afraid to rip that off. So, but yeah, $20. All right, quickly, 2 GameCube games here. I love the GameCube. It is my favorite console. I grew up with that console, and these are the 2 more pricier games I have. Let's start off with Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. This is a pretty pricey game. First and foremost, I love just kind of the look of the case. It's like this glossy look, similar to to the Heart Gold, similar to the Fire Red Leaf Green. Very nice. In the back, you have that gold sheen. Very, very cool. So yeah, I got this when the year I got married. I got this kind of as like I got this a couple months before I got married. I was just like, I want to get a nice game for the collection, a nice Pokemon game. Let's open up this pamphlet, and I was like, I went for it. Let's get Gale of Darkness. I hear it's a great game. At the time, I was going for a complete dex in Leaf Green, so I wanted to get the Chansey with the Lucky Egg and stuff, so I got it for that reason. But you get these awesome pictures and illustrations here. You get some pretty cool graphics, button layout. This is a pretty good manual as far as manuals go. Also have your health and instruction booklet. Pretty standard booklet, no big deal. But you have some cool stuff here. This is an interesting stuff here. US Youth Soccer. How about this for a promo? Pokemon is official youth entertainment sponsor of US Youth Soccer. And you have a cool little picture here of Ash Ketchum with his Pokemon Advanced Battle. Look for a new episode Saturday on WB Kids. How's that for a throwback? Let's turn this around. First Gen DS. How about that? Pokemon Dash. Meet Munchlax. The introduction of Munchlax here. DNA Pokemon ascends into your DVD, Deoxys. Let's open this up. This is like a poster. Whoa, this is very, very nice. Look at this lovely, lovely poster of the Dark Lugia that's in the game. Very, very good condition, this poster. No bends, nothing chipped, nothing faded. And then just kind of here's the full thing. Here's the backside of the trading card game from the time. Unseen Forces trading card game coming fall. And then you have Connect, Trade, and Battle. There we go. How about that? That's great. Great picture right there. This is really good. And you have your little characters here. And some Nintendo Power stuff there. Some Harry Potter for you guys right there. And yeah. Cover here, Skies of Arcadia. This is another great game. One that I'm very excited to start playing soon. Awesome RPG. Let's look. Love the color of the disc, that aquamarine blue, I guess. Let's open up this pamphlet here. Let's see what they got. Alright, so here you get your information pamphlet, and you have your Skies of Arcadia booklet. You have a cool little Sonic Mega Collection promo here on the back. And then if we open this here, you get some cool art here, illustration. You get some information on what the buttons do, how to transfer stuff, just kind of screenshots of the game. You can see examining, talking to people, basic actions. A lot of these manuals from back in the day really served as mini guides, and a lot of them actually helped out a lot. You have some character summaries here, which I love. As a kid, I used to read the heck out of these things. You got your character profiles, short summary of who they are, what they do, what's their purpose in life, I guess. and get some really cool stuff. This is really a cool little our little screenshot here from the game. That's a very epic intro. Really good stuff. You have some little family tree, I guess. The 6 codes of blue rogues. Always be audacious, make decisions swiftly, take treasures and be thankful, do not tolerate cowardly acts, always challenge he who is stronger than you and never give up. I like that last one. And yeah, it's a pretty cool, informative manual. I like this a lot. Now, I'm not going to fully show off all this, but what the heck. These are 2 handhelds that I have that are pricey. First and foremost, let's talk Nintendo. The new Nintendo is a piece of my wife's flower, sorry. This is a box of the new Nintendo 3DS. This is the Mario one. I got this paired with this DS right here. I love this DS. To me, I really like the size of this specific DS. I think the screen size is just right. I think it fits just right on my hands, personally. I like how the analog feels. You have that weird second one, but whatever. And I also am just a big fan of the colored buttons, which is really cool. You also have your functioning 3D. Let's turn this on. These plates here are interchangeable, and this is a big reason why this specific DS has gone up in price a lot, because of the customability of it. And let me tell you guys, the customizable plates alone are very, very expensive. Pokemon had these specific ones that came out on, oh yeah, I have this custom Pikachu thing, which I'll show you guys how I got it. But yeah, I mean, there are these Pokemon edition plates that are very expensive on eBay, around $400, because they were made for the 20th anniversary of Pokemon, which is crazy. But yeah, I didn't buy a lot of games when the 3DS shop closed. I just secured, let me show you guys here. I secured Pokemon Silver. I had Mario Bros. 3 Earthbound, I guess. But I also got Pokemon Crystal, Pokemon Blue. I bought the Shovel Knight Treasure Trove, good value. Pokemon Gold, Lufia, Pokemon Red, and I renewed my Pokemon Bank subscription before it went away, and I made sure to have the Poke Transporter. So when eventually I complete some of these Pokemon games, I do want to transfer them over to my Pokemon home. So I at least have that. I didn't go crazy. I didn't do the completionist and bought every single game. Obviously, that's insane. But this is my little small collection, and I am happy with that. Let me show you guys the other one I have. This one I'm actually very, very proud of. It's the Pokeball 2DS XL. And if you guys don't know, yes, the button, it is a button that goes down like a freaking Pokeball. I have this complete. I have the box for it right here. I love this box. I love the Pikachu here. Notice it's a little faded. When I was moving into this apartment, I had to pack up a lot of my games, and unfortunately one of the boxes that I had pressed and rubbed off some stuff here on the box here, so it's just a little smudged. I mean, I'm okay with it. It's fine. I'm just happy it's still in pretty good condition. It's not like bent or destroyed or anything like that. And all the menu stuff is in here. I mean, DS stuff isn't really that didn't come with anything crazy. I mean, the 2DS XLs didn't even have a charger that came with it. It was just like a pamphlet. Let me show you guys here. I still have the plastic casing from when I got it. My AR cards are still sealed. I never touch these things. And then you have your information booklet here, which is pretty complete. So yes, I got this console when I used to work at GameStop. Yes, I feel like every gaming YouTuber has worked at GameStop at some point in their life. Yes, I worked at GameStop. It was fun working there. That was the only cool thing about it, was just that you work in a game store. The pay sucked. Everything else about it sucked. When I used to work there, I worked there when these came out. It was this one and the Pikachu DS. I wanted to get both, but I could only afford one. So I ended up getting the Pokeball one just because of the button. Let's open this up. The screen is massive. I don't like the 2DS XL design as much. Only reason why is because the top part just feels very flimsy, like floppy, and it just look how thin it is. It just doesn't feel secure. The screen size is great. Let's turn this on. It is surprisingly light though. This is lighter than this 3DS. As this is bigger, this is a lot lighter, but you get this really big screen. And I have this at factory settings because, yeah. Alright, so let's put that over. This is one of the favorite items I have in my collection by far. And I'm just very happy I was able to get it when it came out. I got it on release day. I was able to tell my manager to, hey, hold on to it for me. I'll buy it when we get paid later that week. We did, and I bought it. So, yeah. Alright guys, let's just end with a nice bang here, and let's show off Albert Odyssey. Albert Odyssey for the Sega Saturn. Gotta save the best for last. This is a beautiful game. First and foremost, again, I don't know if you noticed, but there is some sheen on that logo. That's just beautiful. Very nice. The Sega Saturn logo is also sheen as well. Just a big fan of that. Also, the Working Designs logo here. If you can see that, the RPG with the gold. It's just a really, really well presented RPG case, or really well presented case. You know, the RPG is great. Beautiful sprite work. It's a really great game. And let's open this up, and you get that beautiful disc. I have a big nostalgia for 90s animation, specifically with anime. Yu Yu Hakusho, Dragon Ball, you know, that sort of stuff. So games that follow this stuff like Lunar, Albert Odyssey, I love playing these games. This is a great game. Let's try to get this out of the casing. Gotta be super careful with these things. There we go. Let's put this safe right here. And just check out this pamphlet. First, you have this carton P.O. box. You get that great little art right there, which is great. And yeah, man, this is a really nice manual. Let's open this up. Whatever, credits. This is your map of the region. Very nice. You have your character profiles: Pike, Eka, Leos, Grizz. You get some really cool stuff here. And all the other cast of characters. Everybody. This is just really, really awesome manual. You have your Sega Saturn controller layout. You have some, you have your ways to back up the RAM and all this stuff. But if you have an action replay, shouldn't be a problem. You have your instructions on how to start the game. Really cool pamphlet. Love this. I'm really happy to have this game in the collection. And my Saturn collection is not big. It is mostly Japan imports. I have a lot of Japan imports on my Saturn. This is one of the few US games I have. RPGs, you kind of have to, either emulate, or you have to have the US version if you really want to understand the games and enjoy them. So I am happy to have this one in the collection. Alright guys, so we covered a lot today. Let's just kind of look at everything that I showed off today. I have to put a lot of this stuff away. Thank you all for watching, man. This is for the most part my I guess pricier game collection here. Again, I don't have the craziest stuff. I just don't. But the things that I do have, I treasure them a lot, and I try my best to collect. If you guys appreciate this video, make sure to like, give us a subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and stay tuned for some more show and tell episodes that will be coming throughout the month. Alright, so if you guys want to stick around for a little update on the YouTube channel, I'll be doing that right now, so you guys will be seeing my face. And thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time. What's up guys, I just finished wrapping up the collections video here, and I just wanted to give you guys a brief update on the channel. So if you guys aren't aware, what I do for my career, I am a video editor. I edit videos for a company, and we cover sports. I mainly do soccer highlights for CONCACAF. They're like a FIFA region in North and Central America. And for the month of April, I'm going to be very busy with work, covering tournaments and doing some soccer stuff that will involve late night hours and just working through weekends. It's nothing crazy, but just because of the hours and the weekends and stuff like that, I do have a little time to kind of work on this YouTube stuff. and the videos. Because I'm the editor, I film, I come up with the ideas, I edit everything. So yeah, it is obviously to put these videos out, it is a little bit of work. And because of the demanding schedule that I'll have for at least the next month and a half, it's going to be very hard for me to do a weekly schedule. So what I'm trying to do, at least for the next month and a half or so, I'm trying to streamline the process, and I'm doing this show and tell series where it's one angle and I'm just showing stuff off from my collection and just kind of talking about it. It's pretty simple and streamlined, but it allows me to kind of keep talking about games, keep showing off my collection, and stay engaged with you guys. And if you guys do enjoy kind of the format of those videos, let me know, and maybe I could keep that up as like a sub-series on top of the videos that I like to do as well with other stuff. Because of the schedule, obviously I won't be able to post videos weekly, but I will be able to do them bi-weekly with the one camera angle and just kind of narrative process. It is easier to just kind of sit down and take multiple videos. I'm actually gonna take 2 more videos right now, and then that way I could just kind of feed them as the month goes on. So yeah guys, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoy these upcoming videos, show and tell series I'm just calling them. And like and subscribe. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.